there are still manufacturing challenges for any cell or gene therapy. It's scaling up to meet the market demand. For instance, in our particular case, we're looking at treating age-related macular degeneration, which is an indication that affects millions around the world. In the United States and in Europe, it's about the same number of patients. With even patients with advanced AMD, there being about 1 million people in the US and individually in Europe. So you're looking at scaling your manufacturing to be able to treat those kinds of numbers of patients, and looking at not trying to, have costs that are in the hundreds of thousands to almost millions of dollars that are currently being looked at in some various indications in cell and gene therapy. So I think the challenge now is, how do you scale that up? How do you scale it out? How do you, and when do you invest in that kind of manufacturing, and that scaled up manufacturing? Really, the earlier you can do it in your development process, the better. So that, as you're preparing to getting exciting results in your phase 2 and your phase 2 clinical studies, you can actually start implementing that scaled technology in your phase 3 clinical trials and beyond. So it's a time of really looking at scaling the manufacturing, looking at potentially automating that manufacturing, and looking at having the appropriate potency assays, having the appropriate assays to characterize the function and integrity of your cells as you're putting them in. That's a crucial area that is facing the community right now. I think one of the things that I'm extremely excited about, is the fact there are people in the world now who are using their resources and their technologies, engineers, cell biologists, people in molecular biology, even looking at material science, looking at attacking those kinds of problems now, because we realize that that's a major challenge to advancing the field and making these types of therapies affordable.